Thank you for joining us on the first video of Baz's Arsenal. Today we'll be going over firearm safety. Just your 4 basic rules on handling a firearm.
Can't detour when you at war with your city. Why run for it? Just ride with me, just die with me. That gun store right there. When you fight, don't fight fair, cause you'll never win.
Right, I had the yapper and I tore their ass up.
Here we have Glock 17. It's unloaded. We did a safety check before we came out here, but just to show everybody at home, the gun is not loaded. So we're making this video today just to basically go over the basics. There's a lot of new gun owners, especially with the pandemic and, you know, problematic uprising with criminal activity and such. Everybody wants to defend themselves. So we're just gonna make sure that everybody knows the basics. So first we're gonna go over treating every firearm as if it was loaded. This gun, even though we both just saw here today that it's empty, there's nothing in it, you're gonna always make sure to handle that firearm like if it has a full mag and one in the head. And that's what every firearm you handle. That's 22 long rifle to 308. It doesn't matter what you're shooting, you're gonna treat every gun like it's loaded. On this stock Glock here, this Glock is stock. Everything is stock about this Glock except the Romeo one that I put on it. It's an entry level red dot. Not too expensive, it's inexpensive for sure. You could definitely buy one. But the second thing we're gonna go over is muzzling, the direction in which you are pointing your firearm. You should always have your firearm pointed in a safe direction. You should never point your firearm at someone or at yourself. Even when you're putting your firearm in and out your holster, try to avoid making contact with yourself. Keep your feet out the way, all that good stuff, to make sure you're not pointing this gun at anybody you love or anybody you don't know. You do not need to point your gun at anybody that does not need a gun pointed at them, for sure. And number 3, we're gonna go off. See how my gun is sitting in my hand? My finger is nice and high up on that rail, keeping my finger off that trigger until I'm ready to fire. There's no reason your finger should be on the trigger unless you're dry firing. That's the only excuse you have. If you're practicing, then that's different. But if you're not practicing, there's no reason for you to be having your finger on the trigger, for sure. Don't take pictures with your finger on the trigger. You don't look cool. You just look like a dumbass. And the final thing we're going to get into today is when you are shooting your gun, whenever you do have to draw your gun for that self-defense moment in your life, God forbid, you want to make sure you know what you're pointing your firearm at. You want to make sure you know what is beyond your firearm to ensure the safety of others around you, because bullets do keep going. They do not just stop, especially depending on the ammo you use. So you want to just make sure that you're always practicing safe firearm handling and ensuring that everyone around you is safe and practicing safe gun measures, especially in these tough times that we're facing. Glock. Sponsor me. So this is the first video of Baz's Arsenal. I'm Baz. Nice to meet everyone, of course. Thank you. Comment down below after you subscribe. This channel will be brought to you to inform you of gun laws and gun safety in your area. I'll also be bringing you gun reviews, and I'll also be bringing you gun knowledge just on day-to-day basis, just to ensure that you're living the proper two-way life, because, you know, everybody should have the right to protect themselves and everybody should be able to defend themselves if the time comes to it. Yes, I'm standing in my backyard here bringing this video to you, and thanks to the help of my good friend today, I was able to bring this content to you guys, and hopefully you enjoy what we have to come. Baz out.